Well, I landed that resample and kind of sped it up.
Alright.
What I did was sample, I landed that resample, and it sounds something like. Let's get out of this town, baby, we're on fire. Everyone here seems to be going down, down, down. Let's just stay with me, I can take you higher. Alright, then I just chose a little part from that, like a little small sample. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to sample the whole thing. So I just sample this little piece right here. Well, let me see what little piece right here. Then I added some. What I did was I added some strings to it. Basic, and add kind of like a high pitch instrument. I don't know what it's called, something from Nets. Kind of like a pluck string, you know what I'm saying? And I add like a kind of like an old school, clap, something soft. Give it that old school flavor. Then add like an old school kick. Then add like just like some regular bass kicks behind it to make it sound a little kick, you know what I'm saying? And then add like a little something behind to give it the kick and extra, like more kick, make it old school. And a little bit of hi-hats. I always add a crash in my beats. I made the beat, it bring the beat out more. You know what I'm saying? And that's what like it kind of sound like. I ain't finished with it yet. That's what it sound like. Throw my tag in I use a Beat Assassin tag, like from my brother man beats, we call ourselves the Beat Assassin. And when we tag up against each other, cause I haven't created my own tag yet, cause I want my tag to be something that'll stand out there more. So until then I'm using my Beat Assassin tag with me and my brother, you know what I'm saying? And I got my homeboy to say tag, and it's like
the Beat Assassin.
So we call ourselves the Beat Assassin. I thought they didn't know.
The Beat Assassin.
I had add a reverb. You add a reverb to it. Reverb bring it out more. I turn that down some. Throw a equalizer in there. Turn that down. Let me see. Turn it kind of my tag kind of loud. Let me see. That's it, man. That's the beat I started on. You know what I'm saying? I ain't quite finished with it yet. I'm gonna add some like some stuff like, let me see. Chop it up a little more, but that's kind of what I got laid out for you. You know what I'm saying? I make any style beat, man. What I do first, you give me like any style type beat you want. And I do my research on like the strings and stuff, whatever they got. Like say me like a jazz beat, I go to Google something like what type of instruments you'll see in jazz, and I I come out FL Studios, look for the strings, and play around with strings, and I work like I can easily make a jazz beat, man. It's like do my research on it, you know what I'm saying? But I make any style beat, techno, R&B, trap step, dub step. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to be, man. I'm trying to create my own style, my own unique style. Like, you know, most producers, they stuck on that one style. Like, let me see, most of like them West Coast producers, you can tell it's a West Coast beat, you know what I'm saying? With the doom, 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 doom. I can make a West Coast style beat. That's probably one of the easiest beats to make. It's a West Coast style. But I make any kind of beat, man.
Let me take you on a trip.
What drives me into music is seeing like I can create something new. So I want to be the person to create something new. You know what I'm saying? And I came from like a family that does music, and my family, they drive me more and more to like do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? And by me coming from a music background, my mom sings, my grandparents do gospel music, so music's in my genes, man. Like I think music. Some people that I like to work with is Benz, of course. Benz Benjamin, you know what I'm saying? Super Floyd, you know what I'm saying? A couple producers I want to work with, Shot J, T Scruler, Cypher Storm. I've been talking to Cypher Storm too about collab. So I'm willing to work with anybody, man, just to get my name out there. You know what I'm saying? How long I've been doing music? Music was kind of like a hobby thing, cause you know I played sports and stuff in high school, and I've been making beats since I was like about 11. You know what I'm saying? But it was kind of like a hobby. And my homeboy T Sizzle Cyclone Green, he introduced me to FL Studio, and ever since then, man, I've been working with it, trying to better myself at it. And once I finished high school, I was like, man, this is what I need to be doing, man. So I better myself at FL Studios. I mean, I ain't quite mastered it yet, but once I fully master it, man, you know what I'm saying? Just look out for me, man. My main goal is when I enter the music scene is to, you know what I'm saying, build that strong fan base. Somebody that like support me through, cause you know most people get into the industry, they ain't got that strong fan base. They go down and drain fast. So I'm trying to create that strong fan base that'll stick with me through like my whole music career. And one of my main objective is to create something creative, like my style of music. Add like more of like a strings, like jazz feel, you know what I'm saying? Jazz hippity hop feel, you know what I'm saying? Mixed with like a little bit of R&B, you know what I'm saying? I can do everything, man. Techno, dubstep, just to build that fan base that'll stick with me, like what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? My specialty in my production is I like to take time on my beats, man. I don't just like to throw nothing out there. I like for my mix and mastering to be on point. Like, you know, most beats, they sound groggy. Like the bass sound like too much for the beat. You know what I'm saying? But my specialty for music, I want it to be is like a sample, maybe. Like I mess with samples a lot, man. I like to mess with a whole bunch of samples. And I'm the man when it comes to samples, man. But I just feel like my specialty is samples. That's what them samples. But I could bring to the table that another producer couldn't bring. My prices are cheap. I like to work with anybody that's willing to work with me. You know what I'm saying? So if you mess with me, man, the price is gonna be cheap, man. I'm not one of them producers that try to bust your head for like $200 and $500. I like to make, like, if people willing to work as hard as I am and put on for Greenville, I'm willing to work with you, man. You know what I'm saying? But as far as a producer, like, my price is gonna be cheap, man. Like, I ain't one of them producers that bust you in the head with the prices, so that's what I can bring to the table.
Are you open to any whole production, like do a whole production on a mixtape or album? Any things of those nature?
Right now, I'm working on my recording skills. I ain't quite mastered my recording skills yet. Once I get it done, like my brother teach me how to do that. Like my brother making beats like way before he taught me the most, like most of the steps in FL Studio. So once he teach me how to like do my mix and master and recording stuff, man, I feel like I'm gonna be a super producer, man.